Hey everyone, welcome back to another FSD Beta version 10.11.2 video. I mentioned in my previous video I have not received 10.12.2 yet. It is rolling out to more people, so hopefully I'll get that in the next couple days. But if this video gets released, it means that I probably haven't gotten 10.12.2 yet. I'm in Pismo Beach. I'm in a different area on a little vacation right now. And we're just gonna see how the car performs going to Supercharge. It's only a short 5-minute drive either way, so I don't imagine too much will go on. But I did finally figure out my GoPro setup, and I fixed the shaking that was happening, and so hopefully this will look very clear, very clean, much better than the previous video, and hopefully up to par with my iPhone recording that I was doing previously. It's a bit of a wider angle, so hopefully that gives a better sense of like what's happening with the steering wheel. Getting some autopilot creep here when there didn't really need to be. But yeah, hopefully you get to just see a little bit more, and it's just a better overall viewing experience in general. But in general, FSD performs significantly better when there's well-marked lanes and well-marked roads. I saw Chuck Cook's 10.12.1 unprotected left video, and whoops, wow. So the car took the wrong lane there to go left, and then it corrected itself, which was actually really interesting. Bad initial decision by the car, but the fact that it was able to figure out what it did wrong and get out of the situation safely was good. There's a red light here. Oh, now it's green. Okay, it almost feels like the car predicted the light was going to turn green before it actually did. So definitely a little bit of oddness there, but the fact that the car was able to figure out what it did wrong and correct it, it's always really cool to see. Just goes to show the situational awareness of FSD. It's not, I drive until I can't figure out what to do and then stop working and need the driver to manually take over. It's kind of what AI Driver has been talking about a little bit with failing gracefully. He talked more about that in some earlier version 10 FSD videos, but the car needs to be able to fail gracefully, and if it does something wrong, not get into a bad situation, just like course correct. If you have to go a different route, take different navigation, go ahead and do that. But yeah, the fact that it's able to figure this stuff out for itself, and I didn't have to do anything, it's really, really solid behavior. Alright, so it's actually, if you can tell, it's taking the wrong left here. And now I think the car wants to correct itself because the wheel is turned a little bit to the right. If it does try to go, it seems confused. I'm tapping the accelerator now because I think it's realizing its mistake. Now we're going into a parking lot. Speed limit is definitely not 40 miles an hour through here. I do appreciate that. Okay, the car did slow down. It has rerouted. Okay, so through all of that, I just tapped the accelerator to get it to go through the intersection. It did, interestingly, pick the wrong left turn there. So, that's interesting to see. Creeping really slowly through this kind of odd roundabout. But it is navigating the parking lot right now. And it'll pretty much put us right in front of the superchargers there. Probably I won't be able to get it to park for me because it looks like it's actually routing us to the end of the parking lot here. But the fact that it's gotten me all the way here, I've never really seen it render a stop like that. That's interesting to see. So I'm gonna take over now and just go sit at the supercharger. But I don't think I've ever seen it make a stop at a where it's just marked as a stop on the ground. Typically, you know, most scenarios you have a stop sign, but it is good that it reads stop on the ground and knows to stop there. That'll be super helpful for, you know, parking lots and other places where there aren't as many stop signs. All right, let's go ahead and charge. All right, so we're heading back, just supercharged up to 80%. We're in the parking lot, and the car's gonna drive me back to where I'm staying. So we saw in the, well, I spent a few minutes readjusting the GoPro again. I think I nailed it. I think I got exactly what I want, exactly what I'm looking for here. So that's good news. Yeah, we're just heading back. Gonna go the same route backwards, and we'll see how the car does. A little bit of hesitancy here taking this right, but quick pickup. I think we're going the same direction, but maybe not. Anyway, hopefully the view is just more clear. Also recording 4K, 60 FPS. Wow. Okay, well, I didn't do anything. The car did slow down. I mean, I wouldn't advise cars to cut in front of, you know, cars doing 40 miles an hour. So what that car did was not great, but I personally would have slowed down a little bit earlier there than FSD did. But potato kind of situation. Yeah, I mean, just in general, I tend to. Okay, it's gonna do this wrong again. It's not supposed to be. Yeah, I did that wrong yesterday. So I'll go ahead and report that. Got to remember to report stuff on recording videos. Yeah, I don't know if they changed how the lanes work back there, or if the car just thinks, you know, it's a longer left turn lane than it actually is. But there's a median divide there, so you can't you know, ride the left lane all the way through. Alright, I'm tapping the accelerator a little bit because we're a bit slow to go through there. Also, it's rare to see the car go into the second lane when taking a left like that. It usually gets in the leftmost lane, so it's a bit surprising. We're also not taking a right here. Wow. So, the car got a little bit confused there. I at least don't think we were taking a right there. I don't think that would have made any sense, though. Would have been going into a different, yeah, I mean, we're taking a right in a quarter of a mile, so that was definitely not the right place to take a right. The car just got confused and thought that lane you could go straight in, but clearly you couldn't. So had to disengage, but not a big deal.